JonnyPink. Good cheap scotch, but I like the flavor of it. Seems like I'm always drinking when I'm sitting here, but it's always late at night when I'm sitting here, and that's when I do my drinking at home and alone. Okay. I was getting really frustrated. I have been using the A9. I love the autofocus. I love the EVF. I can't stand the photos from it. So I'm probably the only person in all the world that hates Sony. I've had the A6000, the A6300, the A6500, the A7 III, and now the A9, and I will never try another Sony again. There's my rant on Sony. Again, I like their autofocus. It's great for birds in flight. I don't like their clarity. I never have, and I don't like their color. And with that, I'm done. I have a couple of days worth of photos that James and I went out on, and I've just dumped them. To me, when I shoot something in single point, a single point focus, I want it in focus. I was shooting with my D7800, I think it is, and the Tamron lens, and I shot this bee, and man, it is so sharp. It is beautiful. Then I went out again with my D800 as my wife and I were out for a walk, and I shot this bee, and it's phenomenal. I love it. I had shot this bee with the A9, and it is, I was so disappointed. I was devastated with how, it was a great day of shooting. The photos were just terrible. Same shooter, same editing equipment. They're just, Sony just, for me, doesn't have it. And I thought, well, you know, James managed to find his old D3200. This one right here. So I put my 300 f2, it's an old lens, and I went out shooting. And again, I was just so impressed with the Nikon. Autofocus on this old stuff was fantastic. This D3200 is really cool because it has that little red dot in the center where you're focusing. So if you move your focus point, that little red dot tells you exactly where you're focused. And I loved it. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, and this thing is really hard to use for an entry-level camera. It's meant to be used in auto. I don't use it in auto. I'm full manual, and the auto ISO, I can't use that either because it's going to go too high and it's not going to be clean. This shot right here, look at what do you think you see right now? Well, let me zoom out. James and I went hiking this day, and it was phenomenal. I mean, it was a great little trail, the Backbone Trail, which goes all the way across the Santa Monica Mountains. You can pick it up anywhere. I missed your intro.
There's little birds everywhere. It sounds like thunderbirds, but it's up in the shadows there. So.
You missed James's intro, so I'm going to talk my intro over his intro.
Today, 70 to 200.
I've got my 70 to 200 right there as well. He's got his 70 to 200. He's doing his intro. This is the trail we discovered. We discovered cycling last weekend, so we're going to hike down here. And right now, I'm using the D850. I have in my bag my Sony and the D780 as well, which is better at higher ISO than the D850. We're going to go down there and see what we see. Already I see trash. We were hoping for a lot of birds. There weren't a lot of birds that day. There were a bunch of swallows. This seems to be swallow season right now because they're all over the place. But I was really impressed with the Nikon single point autofocus. I was able to focus on that little tiny floating speck of the cotton floating in the air, and it was everywhere, but I focused directly on that. The spider webs were awesome. The swallows, I have some of those. I even shot some swallows here at home, again with this D3200, which came out in 2012. I looked it up. I think it was 2012. So this is old tech. And I love the color that this camera produces. It's a challenge to get through some of the menus and figure out, okay, here's my shutter speed, and you really do have to know how to control your light to get a great photo. It's not going to do it all for you like one of the new Sonys or any of the newer cameras. They're going to do a lot of it for you, so you have to understand your camera and how light works. I'm just blown away by it. So, JonnyPink, I want to say thank you for watching, letting me share with you, letting me rant. I'm a Nikon guy. I am a Nikon guy through and through. I will remain a Nikon guy. If you've been doing photography for a while, you understand color and light. These newer cameras, they are fantastic, but I really, really, really like the Nikon color science. Put it in Lightroom, adjust a few things, and I look at it, well, let me try auto. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but the vibrance and the rich colors that jump out at me, that's what I like. And to me, it's not about getting 20 shots at one time and trying to pick out the best one. It's about getting one great shot that I really, really like. You can't look at the back of the screen and think, wow, this looks good, because the screen is backlit. It's really small. And if that's your intended target for Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or whatever, it's going to look great because it's just a small format. It's not going to be good. But if you want to go to a poster size or you want to really zoom in to start pixel peeping, I'm Nikon. And that's it. That's where I will remain. It's just my opinion. Yours is going to differ, and that's fine for you. Bill, you are a Canon guy, and I deeply respect that. And it's because of the color. I was thinking about getting a Canon camera for video, but I'm waiting for the next Nikon to come out with all the bells and whistles. Man, thank you again. JonnyPink, you guys have a fantastic day out there, whatever it is you're going to do. And I'll see you out on the road, not with a glass in my hand, probably with a camera in my hand and on my bicycle. I might have a camera too. We'll see you guys.